So I was just talking with Brian, and after I'd hung up on the Skype call or whatever, which it was really a phone call. I was holding it up. It was originally we were trying to Skype. He couldn't. He was in the middle of this thing going on over there. The metals thing, and stepped outside to chat with me. But it got me thinking. Earlier this year, I was looking at the mining industry as a whole, not just precious metals only mining companies, but junior miners all over the place. Zinc, cobalt, what I like to call alt metals. And I said, I know he's talking about cobalt now, and where we're going with electric cars, and they do need this to make the lithium batteries. I think that's a win for the future to come. But another one, an interesting one you don't hardly hear about, is zinc. I'm over here looking at this chart right now, 30-day spot. It's up pretty decently for 30 days, 60-day spot as well. But if you look back 6 months and then, even the year, a year ago it was down to $1 basically. This is USD per pound. And then we have, almost $1.30 again, a 30% increase. But here's something more interesting. Look at this. And I'm LME warehouse. Hang on, David. We're about to we's about to go to a movie. Hang on. One sec, guys. Let me pause this. All right, sorry about that. So, let me go back to the screen here. 30 days, 320,000 tons. A month later, it's down to 270,000 tons. 60-day was at 350,000 almost, down again 270,000 tons. 6 months was 420,000 plus, down again to 27. That's where it all ends. 270,000, excuse me, tons. How about a year ago? Wow. How about 5 years ago? I'm looking at this thing, man. If this isn't screaming, there's going to be some interesting activity in the zinc market. I don't know what is. This is warehouse stock level. Do you see them getting replenished? It's been 5 years. Look at this. So I said, okay, I'm glad I had this little chat with Brian, because he, made me think about zinc. Let me go look at some old emails I had saved, about this particular sector, mining sector. And I want to talk to you about a company that I think looks pretty promising, like the other ones I've talked to you about in the, junior mining industry, the whole industry, And let me be clear, when I talk about right now, anyways, junior mining or any of the mining, companies, I'm not talking about gold and silver at this point. Whenever the whole metals market goes down, as in gold and silver even, everything goes with it. When gold and silver go up, everything goes with it. Copper goes up, zinc goes up, platinum, all that stuff goes up. And we've seen these companies crushed recently, stock price, because of the massive dip in gold and silver, which may be we may see the elite about to go long now. As Jim Sinclair's been saying, once you see them go long, the party's over. There's at least a party for them's over anyways. And now they're going to join where we wanted to be the whole time, the party going up. I don't know that that's going to happen just yet, but boy, there's some interesting things in the metals market we're watching that almost suggest this is about to happen. But if that does happen, again, like Cliff talks about in the cryptos, rising tides raise all ships, or all cryptos. The same thing is said about the metals industry. So there's a company called Zinc One, Zinc O-N-E, zinc1.com. And they've just acquired a company, Forrester Metals Acquisition. Entered into a binding agreement, whereas Zinc One has agreed to acquire all of the issued and outstanding common shares of Forrester Metals Inc. Yada yada. So they're buying this up. They've got some high-grade zinc oxide, properties. I'm just kind of going over their site a little bit, actually, which prompted me to do this video, honestly. Zinc One is managed by a proven team of exploration geologists and engineers, having previously constructed and operated successful mining operations, yada, yada, yada. They've got some good projects. They've got one in Peru, kind of looking into all this stuff. So, of course, I went to their, type in their symbol, which their stock symbol, by the way, is ZZZOF. So like triple Z's, ZZZOF. That's Zinc One. Currently, they're up about almost 5% on the stock market at 38 cents. But again, I can see the same trend line looking you know, like back a year, and it's doing what the mining industry, generally speaking, has done. But what's got me excited right now about zinc is the fact that there is a massive reduction taking place in the warehouses. It's been going on for a minimum of 5 years. It may go back longer. And I don't see anywhere where it's being replenished. So if metals start to go up, as in gold and silver, like we're finally waiting for, all metals will come with it. And like I always say, when it comes to the mining companies, their share prices don't just go up like in exact proportion with gold and silver. Like, oh, gold's up, 5% today. Oh my gosh. The mining shares are up 5%. No. What we normally see is mining shares skyrocket when gold or whatever moves up. And that goes, again, across the board. It doesn't just mean precious metals. It could be the zinc mining companies. It could be the cobalt mining companies, whatever. Excuse me. So I'm mentioning this to you because I do get emails, where people ask, what, do you actually play in the stock market at all? Do you actually, you never talk about getting into the market. You talk about gold and silver and cryptos. Hang on. My throat, hang on. Oh, sorry about that. I was about to choke to death, but I wanted you to catch that on camera and blow your ears out. Oh, man, I hate that you get that little tickle in your throat right when you're talking. So anyways, I get people asking from time to time, and I always tell them, like, bank stocks and JP Morgan, you can forget it. I will never invest in any of that kind of crap. But I absolutely love the mining industry and the junior miners and whatnot. I love them. So I could either say, if you're like me and I have some silver, physical silver, and I've got cryptos, even though I have several different kinds of cryptos, I'm kind of diversifying in crypto land, but they're all in crypto land, if you will. Silver's over here, crypto's over here. It'd be nice to have a third one, the rule of thirds. And that's where I come in with some of my mining company investments. And I got to tell you, I think this is a pretty good one. And that's why I'm going to mention this video. Look at it yourself. Take a peek. But I think when this whole metals industry finally starts going up, they're all going to go up. And ones that have been hit hard are cheap. I mean, 38 cents share price. I can only imagine where that could potentially go. So anyways, it's kind of a brief video. I just want to discuss that because I did have about 3 different emails asking me about the mining sector, junior miners specifically, but they didn't actually say, gold or silver mining, juniors, or just juniors everywhere. And when I talk about mining, I kind of want to bring them all in because, again, like Cliff says, rising tides raise all ships. Same thing here. Metals rise, they all rise. Metals rise, the mining company shares rise. It doesn't matter which one. At least from every chart that I've ever freaking looked at. So that's it. Got one more video pretty much for the day. And that is about it, my friends. Take care.